Let's see. Not so fast. How does that feel?
Let the show begin! Bust. Or maybe I'll take it all!
Forever. Triumphant! Victory is inevitable! Forever. Triumph! Victory is inevitable!
Fiends or devils, I'll crush them all!
How do you like that? Watch your head. Who will it be? Never
Get them!
Dreams do come true. No dirty
See you later.
tricks. Bust. Or maybe I'll take it all! Watch your head.
At the brink of the simulated universe, you finally catch sight of Herta's familiar purple silhouette. The genius puppet! One of them is currently standing on the boundary between two time periods, trying to peel off the unintelligible information of the unknowable domain. You loudly call out to her, but it is not until you are right in front of her that she realizes that the simulated universe has gained another living being.
What are you doing here? This place is not for testing. Go and entertain yourself in some other domains.
Madam Herta, you have been out of contact with the outside world for 34 universal hours. I specifically requested that Tisoi Pogs come to find you.
34 universal hours? It seems that not only does the unknowable domain interfere with external observation, but it also affects your sense of time. Though it looks like unobservable nonsense code from outside, everything is completely normal inside. This cannot be a programming error. It is some kind of impurity.
Herta ignores you and Screwllum and casts her gaze back towards the data flow before her. Quickly, you realize that it is not that she is trapped in the unknowable domain. She simply forgot to come back. All right, this is classic Herta.
Do you know about the Circle of Knowledge?
Herta asks from nowhere. Unlike before, she doesn't seem as frank and forthright. She is immersed in the confusion of some conundrum before her.
I learned about it in a past life.
Comparing one's own knowledge to a circle, the greater your knowledge, the larger the circle, and the more unknown lay outside your circle. Appraisal, a very astute metaphor.
Since I began my search for knowledge, whenever the knowledge inside my brain reached a certain level and was about to break through the known circle into the world of the unknown, I would encounter some kind of obstacle. Mechanical failure, data corruption, even threats to personal safety. All sorts of unlikely events would occur that would push all of my research progress back to zero. It's like there was a pair of invisible hands constantly preventing me from leaving the circle of the known, creating a continuous, unknowable domain.
Logic. You seem to be applying a subjective quality to these objective obstacles. Allow me to remind you, subjectivity is the enemy of research.
To some, it may be subjective conjecture. To a genius, it is a flash of inspiration. My intuition is telling me that this bottleneck of knowledge that we encounter in the simulated universe is stopping us from gaining certain knowledge and unearthing a certain period of history.
Deduction. Perhaps mythos of Enigmata cast their gaze over the simulated universe? I have 3,215 further deductions. Which would you like to hear?
That sounds more like subjective conjecture to me.
Let's talk about this outside.
Herta falls into a moment of uncharacteristic silence. She stands perfectly still and stares into the depths of the unknowable domain. It's as if something is waiting there for her, like a puzzle that calls for a genius to solve it.
Forget it. I can always come back.
Question. Were there any useful clues discovered regarding the cause of the unknowable domain?
There are some clues, but not many. I saw much of the dark history of the Intelligentsia Guild. It's only been about 100 amber eras since the Scholars' Strife. Logically, as a direct participant, the Candelagraphos should have thoroughly documented the entire event. But when I compared the data with the history in the unknowable domain, I discovered that there are numerous omissions and fabrications throughout.
Logic. The Intelligentsia Guild has always been extremely apprehensive regarding the Enigmata, especially concerning such important historical materials. They would not have permitted the history fictionologists to tamper with it.
Unless they did it with the intention to use the Enigmata as a cover, to conceal crucial information that should not exist.
It's my favorite time. Watch the drama unfold.
The schools shed blood over the allocation of the scepter's computational power. Or there could have been clandestine exchanges happening, but all are inconsequential. There's only one thing truly worth concealing: knowledge itself. According to the official report, thousands of scepters were flooded by foolish questions from scholars, exhausting their computational power. Now, they have become mere photo-op spots for everyone, floating in space like debris. You think I'd believe that? That is a creation of a genius. Screwllum, how much more can we improve the simulated accuracy of the scepter?
Conclusion. According to the previous estimates, if we concentrate all the computational power of the simulated universe, we can increase the accuracy to 71% or more.
That's enough. I'm sure everyone here knows that I'm never one to accept the status quo. I've always sought to push beyond the existing boundaries of knowledge, find new breakthroughs, and advance the total knowledge of the universe multiple-fold. The current extrapolation of the Scholars' Strife is precisely for that purpose. Therefore, I've decided to add in the 5th collaborator for the simulated universe.
Could it be the one who loves to eat bananas?
Let's revive Rupert II.
Huh?
Of course, I'm not literally reviving anyone. Gather all the data from the Scholars' Strife, replicate the entire scepter system in the simulated universe, and recreate the Emperor's external cognitive unit. Then, we will be able to obtain the brain of the 5th genius. Then I shall ask him, or her, no, should be it, a question, just like how someone asked the question that I ultimately solved at the end of the Scholars' Strife.
Although Stephen and Madame Ruan-May are both agreeable, I personally have reservations. Introducing multiple objectives into a single study will significantly dilute the research focus and reduce efficiency.
Reserving judgment is as good as having no opinion. The Scholars' Strife, my beginnings, and the 5th genius. These are all chains tightly linked to one another. Screwllum, you'd better not tell me you're not curious about this extrapolation.
As you indicated, to be objective, my analysis does include a 15% weightage of curiosity.
Hey, T-Soy Pogs, your performance in Golden Gears was decent. You are experienced in dealing with Rupert's creations too, and looks like I'm lacking an assistant. Isn't this just the perfect coincidence?
Herta stares at you intently, likely not intending to offer you a choice. But, after careful thought, this is a precious opportunity to work with Madame Herta on a research project. Do you really want to decline?
That's all I've ever wanted.
Then this settles it. Do come and collect more scepter data. I guarantee that you'll see many exciting things.
the shining golden side. Let your inner spark ignite. Find a treasure, a growing bright. Reach out for it and take a flight. Lucky or not, at least you tried. Chin up in yourself.